The new 2025 Ford Maverick LOBO is the big news about the Maverick, as it didn't exist before. If you like to go fast, if you enjoy a richer performance experience, the Ford Maverick LOBO is going to be the right truck for you. Still, with that appeal that the Maverick has, being one of the pickup trucks, it's compact and one of the most affordable. I mean, convenient for your wallet. Let's see if this LOBO is still as convenient as the other Maverick models. The popular low-riding street truck returns with the high-performance Maverick LOBO. That's right, Maverick LOBO was inspired by the era of low-riding trucks, which lasted from the mid-1980s. And I'm sure you remember it all the way into the early 2000s. In simple words, LOBO is the high-performance street version of the Maverick. And with this pencil sketch, the idea for the LOBO began. I'll tell you about it. When the designer, Josh Blundo, who was actually responsible for the design, joined Ford in 2019. He saw the tremendous potential of the Maverick and started modifying the truck as if it were his own, with a wide body, more characterful spoilers, and different wheels. And this resulted in what I'm showing you today. Maverick LOBO comes with a lowered height and a sport-tuned suspension. The engine is the 2.0-liter EcoBoost, which in theory would come with 238 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, which is the same as the version with the same engine in the regular Ford Maverick. I say in theory, why? Because I don't rule out that later on Ford might announce some kind of increase in that power. What is different in that engine is the transmission. Instead of having an 8-speed automatic, like in the regular Maverick, it has a 7-speed quick-shift automatic transmission. For the LOBO all-wheel drive version, the height of the Maverick LOBO is half an inch lower in the front and 1/12 of an inch lower in the rear compared to the regular Maverick, and the roof height is 0.8 inches lower. Now, you might be wondering how much this brand new Ford Maverick LOBO costs. That's a very good question because the answer is going to surprise you, and I'll tell you more about it later, because officially it will be the most expensive Ford Maverick on the market. For now, I'm going to keep telling you about other very important aspects of the Maverick, and we've already talked about the price. The steering it has makes the Maverick LOBO drive more like a high-performance car than a pickup truck. And watch out, with this, it comes with torque vectoring through a dual-clutch rear drive unit and bigger, improved brakes with dual-piston front calipers. Which are the ones it uses? Guess which one? The Focus ST that's sold in Europe? In the presentation, as we see here, one of the engineers did a rather strange demonstration, sitting in a wheelchair. To explain how, this optimized torque vectoring improves cornering performance, grip, and stability, helping to minimize understeer. Sounds like sporty driving in the Maverick, gentlemen? Yes. All of this can be achieved through a new driving mode called, guess what? Driving mode. LOBO, which is intended only for closed tracks because it activates the truck's torque while reducing the intervention of the stability control. But let's talk about the design. The front style is unique. You haven't seen this one anywhere else. Maverick's headlights have been changed across the lineup, now featuring a sharply downward slanting inverted L shape. It also has a more aggressive look, with a completely different black grille that features a series of vertical slats. You've likely heard me mention the new Ford logo, and many have asked which one I'm talking about. It looks nearly identical to the regular Ford Maverick, which I discussed in my previous video about that model. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to show you some images of the regular Ford Maverick. But you really need to watch that video where I tell you all the details about those 3 models of the regular Ford Maverick, so you can take a look. But let's talk about that logo, because the new logo is also part of this Ford Maverick LOBO. The logo is slightly flatter, with changes to the border and letters, though the differences are subtle. The border and the chrome letters are now white instead of chrome. And I think this gives the logo a slightly retro look. And pay attention, the background also changed. Now it's a darker blue. They call it Heritage Blue. The word Ford is bigger to fill the space left by the silver or chrome oval outline. As I mentioned, it was removed. What are your thoughts on this grille design? Some people will like it, others won't, but it's definitely different. And it also has the updated Ford logo on the front. The rear part really doesn't differ much from the regular Maverick, although this rear bumper comes in the same color as the body. It has 19-inch black wheels with a very striking design. Also, let me know in the comments, what do you think about those wheels? The interior features accent stitching in graver blue and electric lime, and the name Lobo is engraved. You can find it engraved on the front seats as well as the rear seats, on the black seats. And now let's talk about the price. And when could you order your new Ford Maverick Lobo? 2025? Well, you can order it starting from August 1st, but that's by ordering it there on the website. Initial deliveries are anticipated to occur in early 2025. In simple words, you order it now on August 1st, but you have to wait until 2025 to receive your new Ford Maverick Lobo. It will have four-wheel drive, and the price, well, you will have two versions, one for $35,000 and the other for $40,000, which of course you have to add the $1,595 for destination charges for delivery here in the United States. That price would make the Maverick Lobo the most expensive Maverick on the market right now. For perspective, remember the regular Maverick I showed you yesterday in that other video on my channel? You can look it up here. The cheapest one, the extra-large hybrid with front-wheel drive, costs you $26,295, or it starts at $26,295. And next is the XLT $28,795. And the most expensive one, the priciest of the regular Maverick, would be the Tremor, starting at $39,795. Very close to the Lobo, but the Lobo is already officially, with this price I just mentioned, the most expensive of the Ford Maverick. So, what do you think? Your turn. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the price of the new Ford Maverick Lobo? Are you interested? How about this concept? What have they launched from the Ford Maverick? With a lower body, is it a concept of a pickup truck or a lowered truck? Let me know down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask you to subscribe and give me a like. If you liked the video, of course, I'll see you in the next video, sending you a hug.